Okay, picture this. The stadium lights are on, the crowd noise kind of fades for a second, and all eyes are just locked onto one player.
Hmm.
He's stepping up to the penalty spot. You can feel the weight of the match, maybe even more, just pressing down on him.
Yeah, that tension is palpable.
And this isn't just any player, right? This is Harry Kane, the penalty king, as they call him.
Exactly.
That feeling, that absolute gut-wrenching tension, that moment.
Well, that's where we're starting this deep dive. Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into a German Cup match that turned out way more dramatic than I think anyone predicted.
Yeah, it really took a turn.
Our main source here is a Reuters report, and the title says it all. Kane's redemption, Bayern edges Wiesbaden in German Cup thriller.
Great title. Apt.
It is, and
Yeah.
it's not just your standard match report. It's like this gripping story full of twists, a shocking comeback, and, a star player going from a really rare mistake to this dramatic, last-minute save.
Redemption, yeah. Exactly. So our mission for you listening is to pull out the key stuff here about performing under intense pressure, how unpredictable sports can be, and what it really means for a top athlete to stumble and then bounce right back.
And we're going to use this particular game, this specific match, to kind of look at those bigger ideas, mental strength, resilience.
Right.
So this was a German Cup first-round game back on Wednesday, August 27th. You got the Giants, Bayern Munich, against a third-tier team, Wehen Wiesbaden.
David versus Goliath, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. On paper, you'd think, okay, Bayern walks this.
Mm-hmm.
But like our source really spells out, it was anything but simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's just perfectly captured that whole magic or maybe madness of cup football, where the underdog can genuinely push the big guys right to the edge.
And what really dialed up the drama here was Harry Kane himself. I mean, before this game, his penalty record was, well, almost legendary, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Mythical's a good word.
So what does the report say about that record? The context that makes what happened next so shocking.
It's really quite something when you look at the numbers. The report makes a big point that Kane wasn't just scoring goals left and right in open play.
Mm-hmm.
He was, virtually perfect from the penalty spot.
Okay.
Get this. He hadn't missed any of his last 31 penalties. Competitive games, club, country, everything. Since the 2022 World Cup.
31 in a row.
Yeah, an incredible streak, considering the pressure every single time. And just for Bayern, since he joined them 2 years ago, he was a perfect 22 for 22.
Okay, so literally never missed for Bayern.
Never. That context is it's vital. He basically had this aura, total invincibility from 12 yards. And that perfect record is exactly what sets the stage for all the drama that follows.
So, okay, the match starts. This huge favorite against the underdog. How did it actually begin? Did Bayern just dominate like everyone expected?
Well, for a little while, yeah, kind of went according to script. Bayern definitely started strong, took control, and Kane himself. He actually scored an early penalty, 16th minute. Put Bayern 1-0 up. And, at that moment, he's extending that perfect Bayern penalty record.
Okay, so far so good for him.
Exactly. Then, about 6 minutes into the second half, Olise gets another one for Bayern. Makes it 2-0.
Ah, comfortable lead then.
Yeah, that's what the report says. The Bayern looked like they were just cruising into the next round. Tactically, that 2-goal cushion, that usually lets a team like Bayern just settle, control the pace, maybe even rest a few players mentally. It feels secure.
But we all know football. That 2-goal lead, sometimes it feels a bit dangerous, doesn't it?
It really can be, yeah. Psychology changes.
And just when it seemed like Bayern was coasting, the game just flipped completely. The source uses this phrase, a complete Bayern blackout. What does that even mean for a team like Bayern? And how did Wiesbaden manage to just jump on the...
Yeah, blackout.
Yeah.
It suggests something more than just, one mistake. It points to maybe a collective lapse, like the whole team just switched off for a bit.
Overconfidence, maybe?
Could be. Maybe they thought, job done. And, a team like Wehen Wiesbaden, third tier, playing with absolutely nothing to lose, they sensed it.
Right.
And they pounced. Didn't just score once, they scored twice. In 6 minutes, it was frantic.
Wow, 6 minutes. Who scored?
Fatih Kaya. He got both goals. Became the hero for Wiesbaden.
Yeah.
Suddenly, astonishingly, it's 2-2.
Unbelievable.
It just shows how fast things can swing in cup games, It doesn't matter who's supposed to be better. Momentum shifts, confidence evaporates, and an underdog playing freely, they can punish you.
Okay, so it's 2-2. The game is totally balanced on a knife edge. Then 76th minute, Bayern gets another penalty.
Yeah, the drama ramps up again.
The tension in the stadium must have been incredible. And who steps up?
Who else? Harry Kane.
Of course. His perfect record for Bayern, the penalty king reputation. What happened this time?
This is like the peak moment of the whole story. Just unbelievable drama. Kane steps up.
Yeah.
And he misses.
No. His first miss for Bayern.
His first ever penalty miss for Bayern in a competitive match. And it wasn't just the miss. The Wiesbaden keeper, Florian Stritzel, the report calls him outstanding throughout. He saves the penalty.
Incredible save, then.
Well, wait, it gets better. Stritzel doesn't just save the penalty. Kane gets a rebound, heads it. Stritzel saves that too.
Seriously?
And then there's another scramble. Kane gets another close-range shot off, and Stritzel blocks that one as well.
A triple save. A penalty sequence.
Triple save. Just heroic stuff from the keeper. It was this defining moment, shattered Kane's streak in the most dramatic way possible.
Ah.
And adding to the drama, the report notes Kane had actually been asking for a penalty just minutes before for a potential handball by Wiesbaden.
Oh.
Yeah, but crucially, there was no VAR in this round of the German Cup, so no review.
Yeah.
That decision stood, maybe adding to Kane's frustration right before he had to take this penalty. Just layer upon layer of drama.
That sequence is it sounds unbelievable. A player like Kane missing 3 chances like that, one after the other, from point-blank range, essentially, and the keeper just standing tall.
Phenomenal goalkeeping.
So, okay, the game's still tied 2-2. Kane's just had this massive public failure from the spot. Time's ticking away. How on earth did this end? Did Kane find redemption?
Well, this whole sequence really makes you think about mental strength, doesn't it? At the absolute highest level.
For sure.
Score a goal, feel great. Then you miss a penalty, a huge one, and the follow-ups. That could just crush a player.
Easily.
But then to find the focus, the composure, the drive, to still make the difference in the final moments.
Yeah.
That's what separates the truly elite, I think.
So what happened?
Deep into stoppage time. Seconds left, really. Extra time is looming. And Kane made amends, as the report puts it.
He scored.
He scored. His second goal of the night, nodded it in at the far post. Bayern win 3-2.
Oh, my goodness. Stoppage time winner.
Yep. And that goal was actually his 6th in just 3 games that season. So despite that penalty blip, a massive blip, his scoring form was still there.
Wow. Talk about a redemption arc. That's textbook.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It shows why these players are where they are, that ability to bounce back instantly.
So Bayern get through.
Yeah.
A really nerve-wracking win against a team they probably expected to beat comfortably. What was the feeling afterwards? From the team and maybe for Kane himself after that roller coaster?
Yeah, the Bayern defender, Konrad Laimer, he gave a really pragmatic take on it afterwards, which the source picked up.
Okay, what did he say?
He basically said, sometimes it's like that in football. We have enough chances to go 3-0, 4-0 up, but then comes a moment like that. Pretty honest.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And he added, it's a cup first round and never easy. At the end of the day, all that counts is that we qualify.
Just get the job done, basically.
Exactly. His quote really sums up cup football, doesn't it?
Okay.
It can be messy. It can be ugly. You might struggle against a team you shouldn't struggle against. But ultimately, in a knockout competition, just surviving and getting to the next round is the win. Doesn't matter how you do it sometimes.
So this deep dive into just one single cup game has given us, well, quite the story. Highs, lows, everything.
Definitely a memorable one.
We saw Harry Kane's incredible penalty streak just shatter in the most dramatic way possible thanks to a heroic keeper. Only for Kane himself to pop up with a stoppage time winner, completing his own personal redemption story right there in the same match.
Incredible narrative.
It really showed that unpredictable side of football, didn't it? The underdog keeper having his moment and just the sheer mental grit you need to perform at that level.
And for you, listening, it's more than just a game report, isn't it? It's a really powerful example that even the absolute best, people at the very top with seemingly unbreakable records, they can slip up. They face setbacks.
They're human.
Exactly. But the real measure isn't about never making mistakes. It's about how you recover. It's about resilience, bouncing back, and finding that redemption when it counts.
So let's leave you with something to think about. A provocative thought, maybe. Given Harry Kane's status, one of the most reliable finishers out there, but now with this broken penalty record, what impact do you think this whole crazy sequence, the misses, the incredible save against him, but then the last-minute winner, what impact does that have?
On his reputation. Or maybe his own head.
Yeah, exactly. Does that moment of vulnerability, that miss, diminish his legend somehow? Or does the fact he immediately followed it with the winning goal actually make his story even stronger? Does showing that human side, that resilience, actually solidify his legacy even more? Something to ponder.